What's up, guys? We're here at AMC Town Square with Chasing Cinema
and Mr. Table Hog James Shue.
We have a big night tonight. We have thousands of people arriving.
Yes, look, if you could see in the back, you can see those lines back there. It is crazy right now. Everyone is here for
the Hunger Games.
Not Catching Fire. Mockingjay Part 2. Okay, let's rewind to Mockingjay Part 1. I wasn't that big of a fan of that movie. I think that was like the downfall of the Hunger Games. It was boring, right? And we all know that the book was only split into a trilogy. So was it a mistake to split these into two movies? I don't know. But since nothing really happened in that Part 1,
this one I'm
hoping everything happens here. Yeah, exactly. It'll be the, I believe the last performance we'll see of
J-Law?
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah,
but J-Law will be, Hemsworth. They're all returning. Josh Hutcherson. I had the opportunity to talk to Francis Lawrence, the director of this picture, at CinemaCon, and he was really amped up to talk about the closure of this series. I believe the first Hunger Games came out in 2008, and I remember waiting in line pre-critic days, before I was a critic even, and watching that movie.
Oh, you didn't see it with me?
Not the first Hunger Games.
Oh,
no.
okay.
Actually, I wrote a review for the first Hunger Games, so maybe it wasn't 2008. That's probably a little bit too far back. More like 2012. No, 2010. I'm gonna say 2010. I'm getting my years mixed up. But anyway, I enjoyed the first one. I loved Catching Fire. I think that's the best one we've seen. Wasn't a fan third one. What about you?
First one, I thought it was gonna be another young adult film.
Yes.
And then I watched it, all the killing. I said,
yes.
This is awesome.
Totally game changer.
And then Catching Fire, I said, I love this series. Yeah. And then Mockingjay, it wasn't like bad or anything. It wasn't as bad as I'm saying. It was just like,
there was nothing going on. There's nothing memorable from it.
Learning, okay, good, great. Fighting, killing, none, okay.
The only thing I remember from that is the end, the PETA change at the end, yeah. So I'm interested to see what happens in this finale. Jennifer Lawrence is amazing, you can never go wrong with her. She has this and then Joy coming out in a few weeks.
Oscar again, hopefully, for her. That's her goal.
I have a feeling it'll happen. Her and David O. Russell and Bradley Cooper, man, they just work magic.
That's a trio.
That is a magic trio. So, all right, let's do it. 2.5 hours of Hunger Games.
So it's a long one.
Yes, it is.
How long was the first one? Part one.
Probably about 2 hours.
So we're looking at a 5-hour saga.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, let's see if when we leave the theater.
If the games are over.
Well, that, and let's see if we're still gonna have the hunger for more games, or if I'm gonna be mocking this film, Jay. All right, so we just got out of Mockingjay Part 2. Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm let down. Obviously, you can tell by my excitement. I enjoyed it.
Yes.
It was good.
Yes.
But I really thought it was just another Part 1. Like, it was so much talking. There was action, but I guess
You mean Mockingjay Part 1?
Yeah. I was expecting more action because of all Part 1 of Mockingjay. I thought this one was gonna be just all out, 2.5 hours of just gut-wrenching, killing people. They had some awesome scenes though, the tar scene or whatever that was.
Yes.
I don't know what that was, but...
Yeah, and that is a really good scene in the underground, like the sewer scene with all these monsters was a really great scene too.
Yeah, and because I didn't review all the other ones, I forgot already, but I don't remember zombies being in this film, in this series.
No, that was like the first time I'd seen monsters like that. I mean, like, because at one point, like, they're kind of like, all right, everything's like just like really crazy wild stuff. But at the end of the first one, like, remember they turned people into dogs, and so there's always some kind of weird stuff that happens.
Okay.
So there are like weird things.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, it felt out of place to me. And then but there were some cool scenes, and then the ending, as it was happening, I already knew it, but I didn't like Wikipedia or anything. But I knew that the ending that you're gonna see, that I'm not gonna obviously spoil.
We'll do a little spoiler segment after.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, okay.
Just because I was like, oh, okay, no, nah, I see. And then when that happened, I was like, So that was cool. And then, yeah, but I feel like the trajectory though of it has gone down.
Yeah.
My excitement's gone down for it, and they're talking about prequels and they're talking about spin-offs.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, we're gonna see how this does financially.
We'll do a little spoiler part, and we'll talk about it a little bit more. But I'm gonna have to agree with you. I think that there's a good movie with Part 1 and Part 2 somewhere, but splitting them up really, really hurt this franchise.
Greedy whores.
Yeah. Jesus. But I think splitting it up made the series prolonged, which kind of, and like leaving us on that last movie, really kind of didn't bring us back super excited. I have to be honest here. Like, when we were in, I was like, okay, yeah, but you think about it, it's like, oh, it's been so long, and like no matter what they were going to give us as an ending, I'm not sure it would have been as satisfactory as it should have been. So if they would have just cut out the important parts of 1 and just combined it with 2, you know, I mean, you could sum up part 1 in 20 minutes, you know, and you cut out some things in part 2, you could have made a solid 3rd movie and have been good. I get the reason why they did it, but I think it really hurt the film in the long run.
Money.
Jennifer Lawrence is good in this movie.
She was money.
There are some good action sequences, but I think my problems with the film kind of lie on how things are executed as far as like being shot and being presented more than anything in this film. But like you said, I thought it was good, but I didn't think it was anything. It's a satisfactory movie.
It won't make
but
top
it's
10,
nowhere
though.
near as exciting as Hunger Games 2 was, especially for me.
It wasn't even better than part 1 for me.
Yeah, see, and I thought part 1 was good, but I don't think they got nearly as good as 2. But it's kind of sad to see it kind of go such a downward slope. I wasn't excited when I left, and to be honest, they were like, "Oh, we're gonna make a prequel." I wouldn't be one to be excited for it.
Did you? I don't know if you read today. They said it's ideally would be 75 years. Is when they would take place.
Oh,
before
I mean, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting place to go.
So there is no war. There are no districts.
Yeah.
Everyone's just la da da da.
So they're going to tell the story of how the districts came to be.
Yes.
Which would be an interesting story. But at the same time, after watching this and all the other film, you know, I'm just kind of not in that excited spirit to see that unfold.
Yeah. And I never really want prequels, to be honest with you. I want movies going
It's
forward.
very rare prequels work in a series. Like, for instance, Batman Begins took on its own story, so I don't necessarily count that as a prequel. But when movies are like extended period of time,
How would that be considered a prequel?
well, because it's you know telling the before story of everything that we know as Batman. It's
No, that was part 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That
But some
wasn't a
people
prequel.
I know, but some people do consider that a prequel, or Casino Royale a prequel. But I wouldn't consider those films prequel, like you said. And so I think prequels don't always work, especially Die Hard 6. That is a bad idea. You knock that off. Okay, so if you've not seen this film, I would appreciate if you checked out all the other reviews we did today. We did about 4 other ones. You can see them right here in this white eye up here.
Ding,
Just
ding,
click
ding,
it.
ding, 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 ding.
Plenty of other films. We did Spotlight, we did Room, The Night Before, and The Secret in Their Eyes. But we're going to do the spoiler part now, so if you've not seen the ending of this movie, hold off before you watch the rest of this, or if you don't care about spoilers like Louis Vuitton, go ahead, join in. If you've seen it, join this part of the conversation.
First thing I want to say then.
Yeah.
So with spoilers, the part where Woody Harrelson
Yes.
has the letter, that scene is supposed to be not a letter, right? It's supposed to be Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh, yes, I believe so.
Okay, yeah. So we all know he died.
Yes.
And then so he didn't get to film that part. So when Woody Harrelson's saying, "Oh, this letter is from Philip Seymour Hoffman's character," correct?
I'm not sure. Was it from Philip Seymour Hoffman's character, or was it from the girl who was eventually elected president? I'm not sure, to be honest.
Julianne Moore?
No. The girl who gets elected by all 12 districts after Julianne Moore is killed.
The black chick.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Oh, is that who that's
I'm
from?
not sure exactly. Because to be honest with you, now that you bring that up,
Okay, yeah, okay, so that's our problem because we didn't know the characters' names as
Yes.
good as we should have.
Yes.
I'm assuming. But I thought that scene was Philip's, supposed to be his originally. There is a scene that is his that they
Yeah.
had to change. Okay, so we don't know.
Yeah, we don't
So
know.
moving off that. So the part where the Katniss says, "Yes, I think we should do another Hunger Games."
yes,
I already knew.
yeah,
I knew. I was like, "No, she's dead, dog. This lady's dead."
Yes.
And then Julianne Moore's character.
Yes.
And then when she shot her, I was like, "Yeah, I saw that." And then I thought it was cool how he was like, "We never lied to each other."
yes.
I enjoyed that.
Their scene had a lot of
enjoyed
chemistry.
that. Yeah, I
They worked
enjoyed
well
that.
off of each other. It was a great moment in the film. My problem is with that scene, and I'll get to that in a second. But more before that is the death of Prim.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so I've gotten this conversation with a lot of the people who've read the book, and they say, well, Prim's death is really like shocking and short, just like in the book. I said, that's okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Just because it happened in the book doesn't mean it has to happen in the film. And it might have worked in a literary standpoint, like it might have worked in that book. But in this movie, her death did not affect me emotionally at all. Like, for her being the driving force for this whole entire event, right?
Series.
Yeah, for like everything happened because of her. When she died, I knew it happened, and I was like, oh.
I was afraid we were giving away literally the movie to somebody. I thought we were
Might have
giving
been
away the
spoiling
movie.
it.
Sorry, go ahead.
But it just didn't have an effect on me. I was like, oh, okay, like I know where we're going here. I didn't have an effect on me, and I didn't like feel like that loss, and I think that really hurt the film. And then going to the scene where Julianne Moore is shot, I just think that was shot wrong. I just felt like her being in the background, and then it just kind of the arrow flying into the background, and never like getting really close up on her until she falls down and does like that flip. I thought it was really ineffective for me to take it in an emotional way. I'm a big person of close-ups. I love close-ups because you're never that intimate with somebody unless it's like your lover or your mother or Mr. James Shue. And I think that would have been an effective moment. Same thing with Prim. So to me, that made me uncomfortable. Obviously, Francis Lawrence had his own choice to make it that way, but to me, I think that harnessed the emotion I could have reacted from both situations. However, they were smart enough to put it directly in Snow's face, President Snow's face, when he's like laughing and then getting ripped to shreds, which I thought was really effective. So overall,
yeah, but you know that guy just got beat to death.
Overall, I think the problem was just that no matter what they really did, I don't think it would have gotten me that excited because it's taken so long to get to the end, and they could have cut this short. They could have brought it to us easy and making it more effective that way.
So do you think it should have just been a one film, 2 hour and 40-minute movie?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I mean, maybe I'm forgetting something, but as a viewer, I don't remember anything except Peeta turning in that first movie. So like, if we would have done that in a quick moment, and you know, like, and there's some things we could have cut out of here and kind of compensated, but I feel like making it 2 movies, especially when the first movie wasn't good, really made us just feel like, oh, okay, come on, let's just get it over with, rather than like, I can't wait to be revealed at the end. I'm glad she ended up with Peeta though. I would have been really upset if she would have ended up with Gale.
Oh yeah, that's another spoiler too.
Yeah.
So at the end where she puts it together and realizes Gale's the one that put that plan together.
Yeah.
I thought that was very. I mean, these two are together the whole time, and it's not like he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
And if you want to have an open mind, he only did that to make this work.
He didn't expect Prim to be there. Like it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and even the old dude, President
Snow.
Thank you. Even President Snow said, "I don't think she intended to kill your sister," which is true. None of that was intentional. But I just felt that, and the way she, bye, Gale. Right? That's what she said.
Yeah, honestly,
bye, Gale.
That should have. That's another thing that could have been so much stronger.
No, it should have been.
But yeah, it absolutely should have been. The only way I could defend that, even though I wouldn't necessarily defend it, would be just that at that point she is so withdrawn and so gone that she's not physically there until that moment with the cat, which is Jennifer Lawrence's best moment, besides that scene with Christopher Plummer.
Silver Lining Playbook.
Yep.
That's why she wins Oscars player.
Yeah, that's exactly why she wins Oscar. When you cry and you could drool, or that's when you're an Oscar contender. Overall, I thought it was an okay movie. I wasn't.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. It was much better than part 1. But overall, I just think I was ready for it to end a while ago.
Ouch. Looks like we're going to be mocking this movie, James.
But now, I think if they're going to do sequels, that you could follow Gale now. I mean, that's what that's set up for. Was that since Gale has continued to go on.
I don't think anyone wants to see Gale, though.
No, I don't. I was never a fan of Gale, but I'm just saying.
People aren't even a fan of that particular Hemsworth.
Yeah.
As an actor?
I've never had I don't have a problem with him.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with him either.
But
I've never looking at me.
I've never seen him in something that would make me pick him out to do something, So, but I'm just saying, like, that's the only guy who does something action now. Because they're not going to, I mean, I don't know, maybe fans will, but I wouldn't want to see a movie about old Jennifer Lawrence and old Josh Hutcherson.
It was what, 20 years later?
I'm not sure the year later, but
okay.
It was an ending that I didn't need to see either. Well, I think the ending when she gets in that bed, you should have ended right there. I don't need to know they had kids. I know they're going to be together. Like, I've gotten that. Extending that, and then that whole games monologue that she talks to her baby, I just didn't feel. I didn't.
Well, you understood it though.
I got it, but I
saying, like,
no, man.
There's a lot worse worse. There's not a real word. There's a lot worse things that.
Yeah, but I didn't dig it. The scene that she goes back in the bed makes sense from the first movie. It's very resonant to their past. And I think that would have worked just fine. So that's another. I hate movies that have 12 endings like that. Like, you can end here. Oh, you can end here. Oh, you can end here. All right, you want to end there. So, but again, not a bad movie. Definitely. I mean, if you've seen them all, you're gonna see this. I just wasn't super satisfied.
You know what the truth is too? Because there's no more books, and this movie, I think even you would agree, at least can do $700 million. The people at
Money-wise,
not Lionsgate, whatever it is, they're just like, yeah, it wasn't great, but oh well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's that's a never-ending battle. Is what makes money and what we consider good or not. But at the same time, like Spectre. I think Spectre is a really good example. That movie did great money, but no one liked it. I mean, that movie is severely trashed. Like, people consider that the worst James Bond movie in years, and I wouldn't go. I mean,
I can't imagine doing $1 billion like Skyfall. I don't think it will.
But I think it'll really allow them to kind of take a look and say, oh, what can we do here? Because now fans are not happy with this. So, Hunger Games is over. They knew they were going to get everyone in for the finale.
But if this is anything like Harry Potter's,
Yeah,
because J.K. Rowling has the new play
Yes.
that's coming out, that's actually with Harry.
Yes.
So you can do that.
Suzanne Collins can go on.
You
and
know there's gonna
continue.
be another Harry Potter movie, and with Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find coming out, there's gonna be another Harry Potter, and just like this movie, when the money's there for J-Law,
Yeah.
it's like
Suzanne Collins.
the dump truck.
Well, I don't know if J-Law will come back.
I think
we
so.
talked about that.
I
But
think
yeah,
I think
don't
if
know.
they give her, a $50 million payday, plus residuals on the movie, she'll say, okay, where's my
No,
bow and
man,
arrow?
She backed that X-Men, so she might.
No,
be done
she
with
says
it.
she'll do it if there's more money.
Yeah. She
made that very clear.
She says, "I will maybe come back in a few years if the She did say. But she wanted time away.
No, but she wrote the letter to us that said how women are not paid as much.
Yeah,
she's
I
very
did
much
do
on this boat about the money.
And,
so
and to get off track again, and J.K. Rowling just announced that she's writing a new children's book. That it's a whole different world. So that'll get rights bought up. So if Suzanne Collins ever really goes out to try to make another series, someone will buy the rights immediately. So I don't know. I really wish it would have been a little bit more a better ending, but I'm not disappointed, but I'm just not excited.
all right. Well, in 5 days, ladies and gentlemen, we have Creed and the Good Dinosaur.
Yes.
If you haven't seen, Shaking Cinema has already interviewed the actual art director of that film,
Mr. Rob Thompson.
Mr. Thompson. So that's already online. You can check that out. Go
With
to videos.
that eye, wherever it is.
And then we're gonna see Creed,
Good Dinosaur.
the spin-off of Rocky, which is getting a lot of great reviews already, and the Good Dinosaur, which a lot of the people I also respect, just like I respect Jason Cinema in the film Pundit Industry World, have also already said this is a beautiful film.
Yes, and along that we'll have some smaller releases. We have Trumbo, the new film with Bryan Cranston. That's going to tell the story of the screenwriter Dalton Trumbo, which I'm really looking forward to. So make sure to tune into all our reviews Tuesday night. I would hope you guys all join us here at AMC
Town
for
Square.
Creed or The Good Dinosaur. But until then, make sure to go check out all the other reviews today. We did The Secret in Their Eyes, or just Secret in Their Eyes. What else? The Night Before, Spotlight Room, and this one. So make sure to go check them all out. There, that eye I told you about earlier is up there somewhere. Click it. All those links will pop up, or you can always go in the description box. Best way to never miss a video is hit that subscribe button. Guys, and it's only a few days away. I know I'm teasing this a bit early, but I'm doing 30 days of Christmas. The day after Thanksgiving until Christmas Day, I'm going to be reviewing a Christmas movie every single day on this YouTube channel. You're not going to want to miss it.
Love it. We'll be back. 5 days.
5 days.
Good Dinosaur.